Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is my second video. It's a Saturday. It's gloomy and it's been raining all day since early this morning, and it's going into the evening time, but I said I was going to make some more videos, so I wanted to just share a quick little testimony about what I've gone through, how God has definitely delivered and brought me out of a crazy situation. I'm going to go back to 2005, but first I just want to say this is the month of April. Besides November, which is my birthday month, I love the month of April. A lot of good things happened to me in April. One of them was that I met my fiance. He's the love of my life. We've been together for going on 6 years, and I love him very much. He's a huge part of my life. The second part is, or the second reason is that I was 8 years ago declared in remission from cancer. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. 8 years cancer free. It all started, like I said, I'm from New Orleans, but I moved to Houston after Katrina, and this happened while I was in Houston. It started in August 2008 when I started developing a lot of symptoms that I knew something was going on with my health. Like I lost a lot of weight, and I've always been a big girl, but I've started losing a lot of weight. All of my hair fell out to the point where I was pretty much bald. I started developing a lot of infections in my body, a lot of abscesses and stuff. Night sweats. From like here to here, I would be like drenched in sweat. And by the way, this is the lip gloss I'm wearing, Anastasia, and it's called Fudge. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, it's totally not connected to what I'm trying to say. But anyways, I found out I had cancer Christmas of 2008. I was admitted to a hospital here in Baton Rouge where they did a biopsy on my neck. This is the scar right here, and it came back positive for Hodgkin's lymphoma. At the time, I just turned 30, and I was in school, currently in school in Houston, pretty much five classes away from graduating and getting my degree. And from that, I was going to go to nursing school to be a nurse, but I guess God had different plans because I had to move back to Louisiana, and I lived with my mom because I couldn't work. I was so sick I couldn't work. In and out of the hospital. I had about 4 or 5 surgeries. One of them I still have the Metaport. I had a Metaport here, but it was not working right, not working correctly. So they put the new Metaport, which is this one I still have in me to this day. Put that Metaport inside of me, and while they were putting the Metaport inside of me, I stopped breathing. And thank God I went through it. I came through it, but I woke up with a tube down my mouth, tube down my throat, and yeah, went through chemo, about 8-9 months of chemo, and I did like almost a month and a half of radiation. It was a very trying time in my life, and I decided to share that with you guys because, you know, like I said, it's April, and that was when, in 2010, my oncologist told me that I was in remission, that I have absolutely no sign of cancer anymore anywhere in my body. It was The cancer predominantly was in my chest area, my neck and my chest area. And had a lot of problems. Chemotherapy was okay. I didn't have much problems with the chemo. I just took a lot of medicine to help with the nausea. But radiation was tough. That month and a half, I went through radiation. I couldn't eat. I lost like 30 pounds. The radiation pretty much burned my taste buds. I couldn't taste anything for like 2 months after radiation. Faucet water. Oh my God, I had to drink bottled water, because faucet water, I taste every chemical in the faucet water. It was hideous. And yeah, I just wanted to share my little story. Trust me, I could go longer and give you more of a detailed story, a detailed scenario of what I went through, what I've been through. I lost my car. I lost my job. I had to give up my apartment in Houston to pretty much live with my mom. And that really wasn't a good time. When you go through something traumatic like having a disease like that, it's like you need a lot of support. You need a lot of support. And a lot of your family members, they don't really know how to give you the support you need. I felt like I was pretty much by myself. I had my sister, my big sister, who was there for me. I had my little sister who was there, but they, still really couldn't understand. It was like you were by yourself. And I prayed a lot. Prayed a whole lot. Asked God to give me strength, because there were times I wanted to take my own life. I had the medicine. I had a whole concoction of different medications I could have easily taken and ended my life. And I thank God for the power of prayer. I thank God for having a strong relationship with Him that I've built, because I've always been a church girl. I gave my life to God at an early age. I was 15 years old, and come from an apostolic Pentecostal background. So I knew how to pray. I knew how to fast. And all those years of fasting and praying, it really helped me get through one of the toughest times in my life. And cancer is no joke. And I hear a lot of people, somebody told me, oh, well, you have the easy cancer. Cancer, no type of cancer is easy. You could die from any kind of cancer. And they caught mine at, when I was just about to go into stage 3. I was stage 2B. So they caught it just in time. And a lot of things they said they were supposed to do, like my blood count was very low. I had very bad anemia. I was supposed to get several blood transplants. That never happened. I was supposed to have gone to the ICU because I developed a bad lung infection that caused me to cough, like I couldn't stop coughing. And I took all different types of antibiotics. I was on all kinds of medication. There were times my mom could be like, Nicole, you was just staring in space. And I would just be looking, because I was just so high on drugs, because I was in so much pain. And, the side effects of those drugs, it helps you in one way and it hurts you in another way. So I was pretty much out of it most of the time. In and out the hospital. I mean, I could really give you a detailed scenario of what I've been through. But I was strong enough, and with the help of God, I made it. I got through with it. And it's so crazy because as soon as the doctor told me I was in remission, okay, time to get back on track. I got my first apartment here in Baton Rouge. My auntie Lynette, who is a breast cancer survivor, she just became in remission from having a really aggressive form of breast cancer, and she had to have a double mastectomy, but God brought her through that. And my auntie Adame as well, in California, they both around the same time was diagnosed with breast cancer. They both made it through, so I thank God for that. We are truly survivors. But my auntie Lynette blessed me with my first car. I had a 1996 Toyota Camry. It took me back and I had a lot of problems with it, but it took me back and forth to work. I started working in May 2010. Now, mind you, I didn't even barely recover from having cancer. Like, as soon as I found out I was in remission, I started applying for jobs. Landed me a job the next month, and I got me an apartment like the end part of April of 2010, because I wanted my life to get back on track. And God is truly blessed, and I'm glad that I'm able to share this testimony with somebody who is a survivor, someone who's gone through, just recently got diagnosed. Hang in there. It's going to be a journey. I'm telling you, it's going to be sometimes you're going to feel like nobody understands you. You're not going to like the way you look. Chemo can give you all kind of different appearances. There was times that I had like big dark blotches on my tongue, under my foot, on the palm of my hands. My hair slowly grew back, but it grew back like a whole different texture. It's just a lot of things you're not going to like about yourself. So that's why it's hard to develop. It's going to be very critical for you to develop a very strong support system. If you believe in God or whoever you praise, develop a strong relationship with them, because you're going to definitely need a spiritual connection with something. It's just so important just to stay positive. There were so many people I encouraged. You know, we both sitting on the side of each other to get chemotherapy. And I'm encouraging them and pouring life into them. But stay strong. God is a healer. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to go too far before I get all emotional on y'all. But I hope this video touches somebody, and all is well, and all will be well. And just know that you have a lot of people like me who survived it that are praying for you, and hoping to see you get through this. So y'all keep the faith out there, and y'all continue to have a blessed and highly favored day. Hopefully I'll do more videos in the future, but y'all be blessed and have a good Saturday afternoon. Peace out.